Hey guys, I'm Pfrick. Welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red. Last time, we finally got through the Pokemon Tower, made it to the top, and saved Mr. Fuji from Team Rocket, and we got the Pokeflute to finally wake up the Snorlaxes that were blocking our way to here, Fuchsia City. And in this part, I said that I was going to go take care of all the trainers off screen. Half of a lie. There are a few things I'm going to do before I take care of all the trainers off screen. First off, we're going to head up north. There are a few little enclosures here that you can see some Pokemon and add them to your Pokedex pages. They won't count as captured Pokemon, but you will have at least their pages unlocked. You just walk up to the little signs here and boom, you've unlocked a Kangaskhan. And where do you find Kangaskhan's? Well, if we head all the way up north... Hi, is this your first time here at the Safari Zone? Not really, but I'll go with it. The Safari Zone actually has 4 zones in it. Each zone has different kinds of Pokemon, even some rare ones. Uses supplied Safari Balls to catch them. You can also throw bait or rocks besides the Safari Balls. If you throw bait, the Pokemon becomes less likely to flee, but harder to catch. If you throw rocks, the Pokemon becomes more likely to flee, but easier to catch. When you run out of time or Safari Balls, it's going to be game over for you. So basically it's just a fun little mini game that costs us 500 Pokédollars to get in here, and as you can see, I'm kind of running short on money. But with the amulet coin and with all the trainers I'm about to fight, that shouldn't be much of an issue for a bit. But with that all said and done, welcome to the Safari Zone. There are quite a few interesting Pokemon you can get here, and a lot of them to fill out your Pokedex. But as they said, you have a limited number of steps and a limited number of Pokeballs to actually throw. You don't throw normal Pokeballs and you don't have a normal battle of Pokemon. You just encounter them. Come on, there we go. You just encounter them. And you either throw a Pokeball, throw a bait, or throw a rock, like the guy said. I already caught a Venonat, so I don't need a Venonat. I am currently 2 Pokemon short to getting the last thing that we need for Professor Egg, which is the Experience Share, which we're actually going to be using. A fun little trick in order for you to not waste your steps. If you just lightly tap on the D-pad, you'll move around like this. And that does allow you to have encounters with Pokemon still. Do not need a Nidoran. I already have a Nidoking. There is one Pokemon, however, that I'm trying to look for here. But we'll look for it while we continue on through the Safari Zone. Never mind, here it is. Say hello to Execute. Execute is going to be our next team member. I chose Execute because I wanted a Grass type, but I also wanted a Psychic type. And there aren't a lot of good Grass types around here, besides maybe... Wow, that was fast. Maybe Victory Bell and maybe Venusaur, but I can't get a Victory Bell in this game, and I can't get a Venusaur because I chose Squirtle, so Execute is probably my best bet. As for Psychic types, I could get a Kadabra. I couldn't get an Alakazam because I have no one to trade with, but I think this will be fine. The only issue is that Execute has a horrible moveset. Even its evolution has a horrible moveset. Let's see. I'm going to name you Barry. Because you have a move that's called Barrage or something like that, and also, I don't know, eggs kind of are like berries, human berries. That sounds weird. Unfortunately, I currently have my Oddish and my Pidgeotto inside my party right now. Here we go. So that thing was sent to the PC, but we'll grab Barry in just a bit. For now, we actually want to venture through the Safari Zone because there are a couple items that we want to grab here. There are a ton of really good items like vitamins around here. There's another Leaf Stone here that I'm actually going to try to get. And you know what? Since I encountered it, I'm going to try to catch this one as well, just in case the other berry has a really bad nature. This is what I normally do when I play these games solo. And also, I honestly think the best strategy is to just continue throwing Pokeballs. Don't even try with the rock or the bait, because there's just too much risk versus reward with them, personally. There we go. Now, not all the Pokemon are going to be as easy to catch as these Execute are being, especially some of the rarer ones. Such as, you can find Tauros here, you can find Chansey here, everyone hates Chansey. I think you can find Dratini's here as well if you go fishing, and you can also find Kangaskhan's. Here's the Leaf Stone. I actually, embarrassingly enough, I had to actually sell the Leaf Stone that I got from the sell-down department store because I was running really low on money and needed more Pokeballs. So, that's fun. Here we have a Nidoran, don't really care. So yeah, I had to actually sell a leaf stone. We need that leaf stone actually to evolve Execute. And we got Sunny Day. Sunny Day is like the reverse of Rain Dance, where it becomes sunny, fire type moves become stronger, water type moves become weaker, and some other moves have various different effects, like Thunder's accuracy goes down in Sunny Day. Oh hey, a Doduo. I already caught one of these. You can also find a lot of these Pokemon in the routes surrounding the Safari Zone, but not some of the more rare ones. A Full Restore, not bad, not bad. Full Restore fully restores all your HP and any status that you may have, such as sleep, burn, paralysis, so on and so forth. Alright. There are also different zones, and the encounter rates will actually increase or decrease based on what zone you're in. So we don't need to go through that exit, and I learned that you don't want to actually go down through this exit either. Hey, Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's not a bad Pokemon, but we don't need to capture any more Pokemon. After the 50, that's all the Professor Oak assistants that we'll be encountering ever. This is another Execute. Alright. Ooh, this one's level 25. That'd be nice if we could actually get that, if that one actually has a decent nature. Or it'll just run away. Sure, that works too. Let's see, here we have TM47, Steel Wing, a steel type attack that usually goes on birds in order to fight the rock types, because I think rock types are weak to steel types. And a Protein, a vitamin that increases attack. Not bad. Let's see. Yes, if we go all the way down here to this exit, you want to be very specific as to where you're going to be going, because again, you have a limited number of steps you actually can take. You can always check right here to see how many steps you have left and how many Pokeballs you have. This is a Gold Teeth. You're going to need this to get a certain item to help us continue on. TM32 Double Team, we know what Double Team does. And if we go to this house over here... Ah, finally. You're the first person to reach the secret house. Although I made a campaign for our grand opening, I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won. And we get HM03. HM03 is Surf. Pokemon will be able to ferry you across the water using it. And this HM is indisposable, so you can use it over and over again. You're super lucky for winning the fabulous prize. Surf is one of the better HMs, alongside Fly. Though I think in terms of actual battling, Surf is better than Fly. What it does in this generation is that it attacks all Pokemon on the field except your ally if you're in a double battle. So, it's a very powerful water type move. It has 95 base power, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, 95 base power and 15 power points. It's a really strong move. But of course, in Generation 4, they changed it to where it would also hit your ally Pokemon in double battles. However, it's still a better move than Water Pulse. And even though we could also give it to Bun Bun, we're just going to give it a Crash and replace Water Pulse. There we go. And Crash learns Surf. Nice. Poor Crash, he still hasn't evolved yet. He's about 3 levels away from evolving. But unfortunately, we're actually going to be getting all our party members before he even evolves. I know, sad, because we're not done. Yeah, we just got an Execute, but we still have one other party member we need to get, and we can get them right now if we wanted to. I'm instead going to explore the Safari Zone a bit more, see if there are any Pokemon for us to capture. I mean, not any Pokemon for us to capture. Any more items we can get while we still have the time. Over here, we have a Max Revive. That's nice. It fully revives your Pokemon with full HP. Up here... Let's pull out the item finder real quick, see if there's anything around here. Yes, I have no Pokeballs right now, so... I'll get more Pokeballs eventually. Where am I going? Right, I moved them all the way up here. Okay, no response. Got an item down here. A Max Potion that fully heals all your HP. And there's a house over here. God damn it. Let's see what's in this house. Or building, whatever. Tossing rocks at Pokemon might make them run, but they'll be easier to catch. Using bait, yada yada, yada yada. Hi, Kalak, but I didn't see any Pokemon I wanted. Well, rip you, this was a huge waste of our steps. And we only have 20 more, so use them wisely. Well, that was me using them wisely. Did you catch your fair share? Come again. Now, just a heads up, if you run out of Pokeballs before you run out of steps, it will take precedence over you running out of steps. So if you're still running around trying to look for items, but you run out of Pokeballs, well, you're going to have to pay another 500 to get another chance of finding items. There are more items in there, and I'll probably be going back in there to grab at least one of them, but for now, let's just go back and see which of our berries we're going to be keeping. Alright, so we only got 2 of them, it looks like. Let's see. You have a hardy nature, that's a neutral nature, and a brave nature, that I think has something to do with physical attack. Yeah, brave nature raises physical attack but lowers speed. That is pretty bad. So, we'll be taking the level 24 berry. Alright. Actually going to replace the Oddish with this for now. And unfortunately, there are no moves in its level up learn set that I want to teach it. But there are 2 other moves that we will be getting that I do want to teach it. One of them we actually already have. But before we do all that, let's grab this Leaf Stone and already evolved berry. What a weird-ass little crap. But our berry is now an Executor. Now, one of the TMs I want to teach you real quick. Actually, there are 2 TMs. I want to first teach it Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed is normally a physical type move in later games, but here it's still considered a special type move, and Berry is a special attacker, being Grass Psychic type. I'm teaching it this because the other Grass type move we're giving it, as you can probably already tell, does not have a lot of PP. At least not now. And that, of course, is Giga Drain. And we're gonna need more PP for a Grass type move, and I figured Bullet Seed's a good just spammable move, so we'll get rid of Reflect for that. And there's one other TM that we need to get for this guy. So, let's go get that TM, shall we? Before we go and get that TM, I want to quickly come up here and talk to the Professor Oak's aide real quick. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokedex looks complete data on 50 species, yada yada, just give me the experience share, please. Great, you have caught or owned 50 kinds of Pokemon. Congratulations, here you go. We get the EXP share. EXP share is an item to be held by a Pokemon. Pokemon will receive a share of the experience points without having to battle. So instead of switch training, we just kind of need to go into a battle, and the Pokemon will automatically gain some experience points, as if it were part of the battle. This is really good considering that I don't have switch mode on. And we are going to be needing it to be training Berry and the other Pokemon that we're actually going to be grabbing as well. Also, while we're here, we might as well deliver where those gold teeth belong to. We go into here. Jordan gave the gold teeth to the Warden. The Warden popped in his teeth. Thanks, son, you're a real lifesaver. No one could understand a word that I said, not a one. I was too ashamed to show my face around the office, even. Let me give you something for your trouble. And we get HM04. HM04, he doesn't talk about it, contains strength. This is another one of those really great physical normal type moves. Unfortunately, Return does kind of overshadow this one, but still, it's a really, really nice move. We have a few people who could learn it, but none of our HM slaves can. If we could learn it, I think we could actually use it right now to get that item right now. But we'll take care of that later. For now, let's go get that TM I was talking about. Alright. We try to go to one of the entrances to Saffron City now. Oh, that tea, it looks awfully tasty. Huh? I can have this drink? Gee, thanks! Ooh. If you want to go to Saffron City, you can go on through. I'll share this tea with the other guards. Now, we finally have access to Saffron City that has the same music as the previous route. It's kind of obnoxious. This is the big central city, and we have Team Rocket here. Awesome. But we'll come back here eventually. There is another gym here, but technically the correct order is the Fuchsia City Gym, then the Saffron Gym. You can go in just about any order you want in this game, but we just want to stop by this place real quick and talk to this guy. Wait, don't say a word. You wanted this. Jordan received TM29 from Mr. Psychic. You already know, don't you? TM29 is Psychic. It's an attack that may also lower the target's special stats. That's dialogue that probably should have been altered. It actually just lowers the specialty defense occasionally, which is still a good thing. But that is the item I wanted to give because it is basically the best Psychic type move that we can learn, especially for our Barry. We're going to be replacing Confusion for that. And that's about Barry's entire moveset. Barry already has all the moves that she's ever going to learn, so that's fun. But we're not just done yet. I keep saying that we have another Pokemon that we're going to be getting. We can't access the gym quite yet, we'll be able to soon. But on the side of the gym, we have this place. This is the Fighting Dojo. This is basically just another place for us to fight a whole bunch of trainers before we go into our gym battles. Hooah! You're trespassing in our Fighting Dojo. Now, surprisingly, these aren't just all double battles. There are double battles in this game, I found out, but it looks like they're locked to certain trainers who come in pairs, such as lovely couples or twins. And these Pokemon are kind of tough. Maybe Barry shouldn't be out so soon, but you never know. Barry might just be able to one-shot this Machop. Hey, look at that. Already doing some work. Not bad, not bad. Next up is Mankey. And Mankey's faster, but Seismic Toss is only going to do 31 damage. Now, that's still a decent chunk, but it could be worse. And finally, his last Pokemon is Primeape. Now, technically, none of these battles are required, so I'll probably just speed through the rest of them. Rage isn't going to be doing much. But we do get a nice little prize at the end once we actually finish this, so I'll see you guys at the end of this. Jesus, Barry, just to show you how strong Psychic was, Barry nearly swept through this entire place by herself. We did have to sacrifice Bun Bun, but I only did that because I wanted Barry to get the full experience. Anyways, Indeed, I have lost, but I beseech you, do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I will give you prize fighting Pokemon. Choose whichever one you like. So we have a choice between two Pokemon here. We have either Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. Out of these two, Hitmonlee is honestly the better one. Hitmonchan does learn more type moves, like it learns Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. The issue is that in this game, they're special attacks, and Hitmonchan has a horrible, horrible special attack. So, we are going to be going with Hitmonlee. And I think I know what I want to name this guy. In case you don't know, I play a lot of League of Legends, and there's a guy who does a bunch of kicks named Lee Sin. Hitmonlee, Lee Sin. Did I fail to name him properly? Oh well. Anyways, that is the last party member. Yes, again, we have all our party members before our Squirtle is even fully evolved, or our Wartortle is even fully evolved. But that is why I want to get all these Pokemon before I go off and fight all those trainers, because otherwise that's a lot of experience that would have kind of been lost, kind of not. Alright, no, it did properly name it. Okay. Now, unfortunately, because we do not have a flying type in our party, I can't just, like, fly around everywhere, but that's okay. I should actually probably heal up real quick. That's fine. We've defeated most of the trainers anyways, and all we just need to do is use a bunch of super repels. So, we'll be fine just wandering around the map now that we have just about everywhere accessible to us. The only issue is that if we ever need to go back to, like, Pewter or Viridian for any reason. But anyways, with that all said and done, I'm going to be giving Lee Sin the experience share. And then I'm going to go and fight all the trainers that we still need to fight around here in these routes. But when I come back, which will be like an hour in time for me, and then like, I don't know, maybe 5 seconds for you guys, we are going to fight our next gym battle. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. Didn't think we'd actually get to this, but Crash is finally evolving. Yeah, this whole video is literally just us getting every single last party member that we need on the team. And finally, unfortunately the late bloomer, but Crash is finally, it's fully evolved into a Blastoise. Yay. Okay, holy hell, that was a lot of trainers. If you want a reference, my Audacity currently says I am in 2 hours and 44 minutes into the recording. But, we finally took care of all those trainers, and now it's time for our gym battle. Yo, champ in the making. Fuchsia Gym is a tricked up place, it's riddled with invisible walls. Koga might appear close, but he's blocked off. You have to find gaps in the walls to reach him. Doesn't tell you anything about how to defeat poison types. Poison types are weak to psychic type moves and ground type moves, and resist fighting type moves. So naturally, I have Barry up front. Now, what he was talking about with the invisible walls, you can slightly see where they are. The tiles all have white, like lighter specks in the corner, so you can see white specks. See? You can walk through here, can't walk through there. But it's not as confusing. It's pretty easy. You just kind of walk all the way back here, then walk back along here. Here. And boom. We're at Koga. Most of the gym trainers here also don't actually use poison types. I don't know, maybe there's a limitation of poison types or whatever, but they use Pokemon that have poison type moves or Hypno, Drowsy, and Cadaver. A mere child like you dares challenge me? Oh, you come... whatever that JoJo meme was. I don't know. The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Very well, I shall show you true terror as a ninja master. Poison brings steady doom. Sleep renders foes helpless. Despair to the creeping horror of poison-type Pokemon. I mean, to be fair, I think poison types are kind of underrated. I mean, I have one on my team, for example, but the issue is that he doesn't gain any good poison-type moves. That's the thing, there's no good poison-type offensive moves. They're mostly defensive Pokemon. Anyways, he's pretty strong, which is why you have a whole bunch of trainers before this, and there are even more trainers we could have fought. But I'm going to save that for another time. It's currently almost 1 o'clock in the morning right now when I'm recording this, and I have 4 other people in the house right now. So I better make this quick. Oh, and I forgot to turn move animations on. Ah, well, whatever. You've seen these move animations plenty of times before. You've seen plenty of minimizes, so it's just going to make things go a bit faster. I'm sorry about that. I keep forgetting to do that. The reason I turn it off is because it speeds up the whole grinding process against a bunch of trainers. Speaking of grinding, I probably should have actually shown what all my Pokemon are at, but I did buy, instead of a Flamethrower TM for Pupper, I went and bought an Ice Beam TM for Crasher. I'm having a hard time remembering their names. But I will still buy that Flamethrower TM eventually. It's just a lot of money, but I did find 2 trainers that could probably get a lot of money off just by rebattling them. That's the nice thing about rebattling, or having the Versus Seeker in this generation. You don't run out of a source of income, and we've already defeated Koga. You have proven your worth. Here, take this Soul Badge. And we got $8,600, and I'm also having the Amulet Coin constantly carried with me. Now that you have the Soul Badge, the defense of your Pokemon rises. It also lets you surf outside of battle. Ah, take this too. And we get TM06. Sealed within TM06 Slice Toxic is a secret technique dating back some 400 years. Toxic is actually a pretty good move. So what it does is, instead of giving Pokemon poison status, it gives them the badly poisoned status. What the badly poisoned status does is that it continually does more and more damage at the end of every turn, until it eventually does the entire HP bar of the Pokemon. Like, even if you heal it up just before... Okay, a better explanation is that it increases in, I think, 16ths. So you'll do 1/16 of max HP and damage, then 2/16 of max HP and damage, so on and so forth until 16 out of 16. Eventually, it will just completely KO the Pokemon. So it can be a pretty strong move and some good chip damage, especially if the Pokemon is expected to be standing out for very long. It's kind of a core move in stall teams. Like, if you get an Umbreon, it's kind of a really good move to put on him. Also, before we continue on, I did give Strength to Lee Sin just to have an extra move on him. And because we're going to be using Strength quite a bit continuing on forward. Plus, now we can actually use Surf, and so we'll be using Surf next time. I'm gonna grab this item real quick, a rare candy, not bad. I'll also probably have edited in a whole bunch of other items I found along, but just in case I didn't, there's a rare candy, max elixir, and a PP up over in Cycling Road. I'm trying to think what else. I found another PP up on Route 17, or Route 13, whatever, to the right. And various other items. I hope I remember to show them in. If I don't, this is my reminder right now to go back, restore the footage, and show them all in there. But that's going to be it for this part. If you like what I do, subscribe to my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon, follow me on all my social media links. All that will be in the description. I'll see you all next time, where we head on back over to Saffron City and actually explore the city a bit. I'll see you all then.